I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
After her date with Hope, when she revealed that it was Steffi's brother who had faked Brooke's voice and called the CPS, it surprised Steffi. She went home and asked Thomas out for a clear talk, and she wanted to know if everything was really what Hope said. The two met at the Forster Creations office, and she wanted to know what Thomas was hiding from her. She questioned Ridge, who loved Brooke so much. Why would Ridge give her up now? She asked so many questions that Thomas was very confused. What she needed now was an answer from her brother. Thomas remained silent, and he had no clear answer for Steffi. If Steffi knew all his secrets, he might soon be discovered by everyone. Will he confess to Steffi what he's done? And how will you two cover this up? Steffi is very worried her brother would do bad things again because of this kind of person. And Thomas she understood so well. She worried that all her brother's hard work for so long would end up because of this. Thomas to go to jail was something she never wanted, and Steffi now was only Taylor and Thomas's who she loves. If he really did, what would Taylor be like? Steffi's very confused right now. She wanted Thomas to tell her the truth, and seeing his sister so worried, Thomas also decided to confess to Steffi. He also said that Brooke called CPS himself. He used Douglas's voice change to face Brooke's voice and put all that blame on her. Well, Steffi's come to Ridge with his father's help so that Thomas doesn't have to go to jail. She went to Hope and Brooke to apologize and ask for their forgiveness. And of course, the Hope mother and daughter ignored it and walked away, no matter how much Steffi begged. And as for Steffi, now she was very disappointed in Thomas. She saw how long he had worked so hard to change himself and that soon their families would be reunited, which is why she had family and made everything possible for Taylor and Ridge recently. The opportunity to hang out together to heal the feelings of two people. But Steffi doesn't know that she has inadvertently made things more difficult to deal with. If Steffi hadn't angered Hope, perhaps Hope would have been less harsh. She knew that if everything was announced by Hope and Brooke out, it was possible that Thomas's life would lose everything he has now. Thomas also didn't think that when he didn't realize that would cause such serious consequences. He realized his mistake, so he kept quiet and let Steffi blame himself. Will he turn himself in before this gets worse? Did you get the police department to reduce your crime? Thomas needed time to make a formal decision. While the Thomas brothers were in the office to discuss together, outside Paris accidentally overheard their conversation. Is this fate to report Thomas's crime to Brooke or Ridge? Thomas no longer cares about anyone else knowing about this. What he wanted to do now was to meet Brooke and talk, hoping she would forgive him this time. Ridge also begged Brooke to help Thomas, but nothing seemed to work out. Maybe the police came to see Thomas sooner or later. What Brooke wanted to see was what punishment Thomas would get. Compared to what he did to Brooke, this was really not worth it.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.